Israeli police have reportedly arrested a Jordanian member of parliament at the Allenby crossing, accused of trying to smuggle weapons into Israel. And it's a lot of weapons, as you can see on your screen right now. 12 long weapons, 12 pistols and 167 Glocks. Jordanian media citing the country's foreign ministry in its coverage of the stunning arrest on Sunday. Diplomats now are usually exempt from inspections at customs, but officers had received a tip-off and Member of Parliament Imad Adwan was caught with the weapons and 100 kilograms of gold. Israeli officials have not yet confirmed the bust, but Jordanian MP Khalil Atiyah is reportedly calling on Israeli authorities to release him immediately. So for more, we now welcome to studio retired Colonel Dr. Jacques Neriah, former Deputy Head of Assessment in the Israeli Military Intelligence and former Foreign Policy Advisor to Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin. Jacques, thank you as always for being here in studio. Looking at the photographs, the footage of these weapons being smuggled into the country by a Jordanian MP, it's staggering.
This is incredible. This is unseen, and I imagine that this is not the first time that he did that. And he used his cover as diplomat in order to smuggle this amount of weapons. Only means that this is going to terrorist organizations. Adwan is known to be pro-Palestinian. He heads also the Palestinian committee at the Jordanian parliament, and he has participated in lots of protests against Israel. And he has some quotations about what he said concerning Israel, which is not very nice for us. Anyway, I think that the fact that he was arrested doesn't mean that he will be tried in Israel. This is far from that. Our interests with Jordan are such that we are, I think that behind the scenes, we will try to find a solution, and very quickly he'll go back and be deported to Jordan, and then he will be handed to the Jordanian authorities. And I think that he has a big explanation to do with the security agency there, because this is really undermining the Jordanian regime. I remind you that in the past, Israel was the one who solicited Jordan for favors. We had the two Mossad members arrested in 1997, trying to kill at the time Mash'al, from the leader of Hamas, and then we had this security guard killing one of the Jordanians at the embassy, and all those were just brought back to Israel after negotiations with the Jordanian regime, who is interested that calm remains between us, because this is really could spark lots of protests inside Jordan, and we are seeing that already. That people are just expressing themselves against Israel. That Israel should return this member of parliament as soon as possible as a dictate. And I think that basically this is a very bad news concerning the relations between Jordan. But I think that at the top, both our Prime Minister and the Jordanian king will do anything just to reduce the tension on that issue.
It bears reiterating, though, that he came through in a vehicle and ordinarily would not have been stopped because of the fact that he's a member of parliament. And one wonders how many times this might have happened in the past. There was a tip-off that sparked this arrest, but this could have happened many times before, bringing weapons into the West Bank.
Definitely. And then, it reminds me what Hassan Nasrallah just said a week ago, that all Arabs must do whatever they can in order to smuggle weapons and money into the territories to fight Israel. Is there a link between him and Hezbollah? Let's see and wait. But I will remind you a story concerning Arafat. The first time Arafat came and crossed the border into Gaza, he was stopped at the border and his car was inspected. The trunk was opened, and surprise, surprise, two terrorists wanted by Israel were there, hidden by Arafat himself. And then we had the first plane coming to Dania, because at the time they had an airport. The first plane landed, and what the big surprise for everybody, loaded with weapons. So I mean, they always use this diplomatic cover as they use ambulances and so on for their own purposes, which are definitely terrorist purposes.